everyone, welcome to today's tutorial, and in this video I will be talking about how you can recreate this simple letter logo. Now it's really easy to do, and let's see how that's done. So what I'm going to do is I'll be opening up a new document, and for this video I will be using this custom size document which is 1000 by 1000 pixels, and I will be renaming this to letter typography and click on OK. So you're free to choose any size document as you like. It's not necessary that you have to choose the same document size as I am. But let's begin. The first thing we're going to do is that I'll be going over here to this view panel and just making sure that my snap to pixel options has been switched off and my snap to point has been switched on, and side by side even my smart guides has been switched on. So these options will be helping me to make my logo right here. So what we're going to do now is we'll be using this ellipse tool. And before I make the ellipse, I would like to remove the stroke and make the fill to be black. So I'll just click on Shift plus Alt and drag my mouse like that so that it becomes approximately 300 by 300 pixels like this. And over here in this opacity panel right here, I'll bring it down to 50%. Like that. So what I'm going to do is I'll be making another copy of the same circle by clicking on Alt and dragging my mouse like this and rescaling this to about this will be approximately 100 by 100 pixels. Yep, like that. And I'll bring it right over here to the center of my circle. So I'll copy paste this by clicking on Ctrl C plus Ctrl V and bring this as well on the top. So while my second circle is still selected, I would like to just bring this, not like this. Click on Shift and just make this a little bit more bigger so that it touches the anchor point of a first bigger circle like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll be selecting all of this and going over here to this shape builder tool, and by clicking on Alt I'll be deselecting the inner circle like that. So once that's done, I'll just make sure that there is no stroke. Yep, okay. Come back here. Okay. So after this is done, the next thing we want to do is to add this line, which is like the handle of our, or like the tail of our letter, right? So I'll be going back to the shape panel right here and be choosing the rectangle tool. So over here, I'll just click and drag your mouse to make a rectangle. And I'm going to place this over here, bring the opacity down to 50%, and with the help of the selection tool, I'll be holding on to one of these circles right here and then just rounding the edges off like that, and probably just bring this one a little bit more inside and make this a little bit more thicker probably. Or no, you can see how thick you want your tail to be, like that. Okay, now what we're going to do is that I'll be I'll be going over to my pen tool right here and just be connecting certain points like this, and then just connect it like that. Okay, so I'll select the shape we just made and select our tail with the help of the shift tool, and I'll be using the shape builder. So once these two options have been selected, we'll go over here to this pathfinder tool and click on and select the minus front option like that. So once that's done, you can go ahead and also rescale this or place it however you want. And after that, we'll select all of these, go over here to this shape builder tool again, and what I'll be doing is that I'll just be combining these shapes together like that. Zoom in on it a little like this, or no, wait, what I'm gonna do is I'll select, yeah. So what I've done is that I've just combined this portion together, and this tail is different. So what we're going to do now is we'll go ahead and add the colors to each of the segments, right? So I'll select all of them and make sure that my opacity is back to 100 like that, and we can go ahead and add different colors to our segments. So it's up to you if you want to add solid colors like I am doing, like this, and probably add a darker color like that. Or what we can do is that we'll select both of them and just add a gradient as well. The gradient is going to look really cool. So over here in this gradient panel slider right here, in this, I'll double click on the white one and select light blue. And over here in this dark black one, I'll be selecting dark blue like that. Probably just change the angle to be going like this. And over similarly on this inner one like here, I'll be choosing a really light shade of grey. So I'll select all of them again, and one extra effect that I'm going to add is a drop shadow. Now the drop shadow is going to be right behind the letter we just created. So I'll select all of them, go to Effect, Stylize, and click on Drop Shadow. And over here, if you just click on the preview option, you'll see that a certain shadow is added, right? But I want the shadow only on certain bits, right? So I'll just select this blue portion and the tail. Go back to the effects, go to stylize, drop shadow, and if you click on preview, so now we can see now there's a proper shadow that's been added right behind our shape like that. So over here the opacity is 75%, X offset is 7 pixels and Y offset is 7 pixels and the blur is 5 pixels. So let it be the way it is. I do not want to make any changes in the drop shadow as of now. And that's it. So this is how you can create a simple letter typography logo. And we'll go ahead to the file option and go and save our document as well. So since this was a logo, I'll just rename this to letter logo, and I'll let the save as type be Adobe Illustrator as well, because just in case if I want to make any changes, I can easily access my AI file and make the necessary changes if there is any, and go ahead and click on save. And okay, so that's that. Now we have come to the end of our tutorial, and I hope you found this video to be useful. And you can use the same effect on different letters as well. You can create similar letters in this manner as well. So thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.